I don't know why I'm getting emotional over this. Hello my little weirdos and welcome back to AislingRose channel. As you can tell, I'm not in my normal spot of gaming. It's quite a bit different. I will explain why. So I know I've been hinting a lot on my social medias that big things are changing, mainly on Likey. So if you follow me over there, you already probably got the hint of what's going on. But I know a lot of people don't have the full idea, so I kind of wanted to do a quick story time for you guys, or hopefully quick story time. I don't know how quick this is going to be, but we'll see. I don't remember what month it was. It must have been around June or July. My sister brought up to me this school that is for film. Usually when you get certified for something, whether it be makeup, lighting, directing, producing, anything in film industry, they're all in like separate categories, and so you go to separate places for those certifications. But this school involved all of them, and they're very hands-on with their teaching, which is like right up my alley. And so my sister was like, maybe you should look out into this, maybe you would like it. And I was like, okay, I'll look into it. And this school was amazing. Checked it out, thought it was cool, but at this time I was still working towards my bachelor's degree in graphic designing, and so I didn't really think too much of it because I'm like, well, it's still gonna be a year till I finish my bachelor's degree and I won't have time to really like get prepared to go to that school or whatever. And so I didn't think anything much of it. So she showed it to my dad later, and my dad pretty much fell in love with the school because he knows that I want to be a makeup artist, I want to be certified, and all of you know I do work on movie sets around where I live. I do special events, I do proms, I do all of that. Like you name it, I do it, except for weddings. I have not done weddings yet because I'm terrified. But I've always kind of felt bad in the sense because I'm not certified. I'm all self-taught. I've not been actually certified in makeup, but anyone who's seen my makeup knows that I have a talent for it. It was just always kind of like guilty feeling when I'm on sets because people would talk to me about makeup and stuff, and I would always kind of feel kind of ignorant in certain areas because I've never actually been taught in certain areas of makeup. So it's kind of like always bothersome, I guess. You don't have to get certified to be a makeup artist, I know that. But for me in particular, I want to be, especially since I want to work on huge movie sets in the future. I need to be. My dad knows I want to work on huge movie sets, and so he started comparing this school to every school across the country pretty much, and I didn't know about any of this. So at one point me and my dad were talking and he told me about the school. He told me that my sister told him about the school and that he heard about it and that he wanted to see where my head was about it and how I felt about the school. And I just always felt like that was a school to go to. That was the school I wanted to go to. As soon as I saw it and I looked into it, I wanted to go to it, but I knew that I wouldn't have time or even like any time to think about it pretty much because I was so swamped with my work and schooling, and it was just too much for me to actually like really dive into. But I loved the school the minute I saw it. I just knew I wouldn't have time to really think about it much because it would kind of just probably be bittersweet if it didn't happen. And he said that he really liked it. And he's like, I know that you're going for a bachelor degree that you aren't really happy in. And he's like, I'd be okay with taking a year off from your bachelor's degree, and at this point I only had a year left in my bachelor's degree, to really like focus on getting more money, saving up more because moving is expensive, and focusing on your career at this point so that you can be fully focused when you move there. We need to talk to your mom. And my mom is very linear based, so she wants you to go through schooling from like all the way through college and bachelor's degrees, and then after that get a job, because it's very important to have a bachelor's degree when you get a job, because usually when you get a job they ask you what your degree is. If you have a bachelor degree, they'll usually hire you. So talking to my mother I knew would be maybe a little bit more of a struggle, but my sister, without me knowing, talked to my mom, and my mom heard about school. She looked into the school, so she called me out to go to coffee, and she was like, let's talk for a little bit. Where's your head at? How do you feel about the school? And are you willing to work really hard to get there? And I was like, yeah, because anyone who knows me knows I'm a super hard worker, very independent, and I go after what I want, and I'm very picky with what I want. So when I choose what I want, I go for it wholeheartedly. We decided that it would be okay to take a break for a year so that I can focus on my career and everything like I said earlier, and then go to this school in August if I'm accepted. So I sent in my applications, talked with people of the school, and I was accepted almost straight away. I got my acceptance within like 2 days after sending it in, which is not normally that fast. So I got my acceptance and it was pretty much game on from there. This school, the reason I haven't kind of told you guys is I kind of wanted you to be in a little bit of suspense, kind of keep you on your toes. The school is in Vancouver, Canada. Most of you probably know I'm from Florida, so Canada's quite a bit away, and I've never traveled there, and I'm just gonna be moving there because I have to do work on campus. So it's a year-long intensive that I'll be at the school, and I have to save up a lot of money. Since I've got accepted into school, I've gotten a second job on top of my actual job, and I've been working my butt off every day and trying to get uploads for you guys. I know my uploads were twice a week for a while, and sadly that had to stop once I got my second job because I know that this move is going to be incredibly hard. This school has literally, for me personally, I feel like God sent it to me, and I'm not letting go of it. This school has actually worked on a lot of films that you guys have known, such as all of Game of Thrones, a bunch of the new live-action Disney movies, a bunch of the Marvel movies, and a lot more, and they've worked on huge films, and it would just be an amazing thing to go there. So anyone who wants to help out, I am leaving my PayPal email down below. Whatever you guys send to that email will go straight to me moving to Canada. Every single dollar will help. Every single thing that you guys can send will help. If you aren't able to help and you're just here to support me, I very much appreciate it. But for anyone who does, I'm leaving my PayPal in my bio, in my comments, anywhere that you can see it. I would never ask this again of you guys. If you could send just anything to that would really, really help, and I appreciate that so much. It's gonna be probably the best time of my life because I was working towards a bachelor's degree. Kind of weird saying that. I want to finish up my bachelor's degree at some point, but I was working towards a bachelor's degree that I wasn't happy in, and I knew I would never use. So it was kind of like a hard time. I might talk about it more in depth at some point, but it was kind of a hard time, and so this school has kind of been like a ray of sunshine, and I'm actually gonna be working on something that I want to work on, something that I've been so passionate about for so many years, and I'm really excited for it. I'm actually really excited for my future. That also leads me up to what this channel is going to be doing during that time. I am going to try and bring my entire streaming setup, and I'm still going to be streaming Sims or whatever games I want to. I'm still going to be uploading once a week if I can. I already have a huge backlog of a bunch of videos for a few months. If any of you guys do watch my live streams, I'm gonna be way ahead. If you're keeping up with the live streams, then you're good. But if you haven't been watching live streams, then you're very far behind. Just putting that out there, but that's how my schedule has to go. If I do miss a week, please be patient with me. I'm trying my best. But thank you for those in advance for all of your support and for helping me get to where I am, because a lot of this is because of you guys and my followers. You may not know it, you may not ever notice it, but you have helped me so much these last few years that I've been on social media, and I cannot thank you guys enough, and I'm not gonna get emotional. I already made another part of this video and I got emotional during it. I had to stop it. Big things are coming in the future. I can't wait to at some point do vlogs for you guys so you can see my life as a makeup artist, I guess. Let me know if you guys would like that. I don't know. I like doing vlogs, but I like more artsy vlogs, and I don't know. Sometimes it's just not people's cup of tea. But let me know if you guys would want that, and I love you all. Thank you for being along on my journey. Some of you guys have seen me before I even decided I wanted to be a makeup artist. Some of you have seen me just now and are just learning that I'm a makeup artist and didn't even know it. Thank you to everyone, and I'll see you on my next video.